It's now time for Around Town on KWN Community TV Channel 7. The views and opinions on tonight's program are not necessarily those of the staff nor the management of KWN TV 7 and Dade County Broadcasting Incorporated. Now, let's go Around Town on KWN TV 7.
Well, all right then. Here we are.
It's us again.
It is us again. I look purple. Why do I look purple? That's really weird. Must be the camera out there.
This is Willy Wonka week. We are celebrating Oompa Loompas.
I am not in my frame.
Yeah, I know. I did kind of spring this on you.
You did. 30 seconds ago. Guess who's co-hosting the show? That's okay.
Just wait. If the next guest doesn't show up, Daniel's going to finish.
Yeah, Daniel Case is. He's wandering around the studio right now, so it could be all on him.
He's like, what?
Before it's all over with. All right. Well, here we are around town, and that's Cheryl. I'm Mike. Normally we're together on the
TV show,
on
morning
the TV,
show,
the morning program from 9 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
But here we are to do this. Surprise, surprise.
I'm telling you, there's our other guest just walked in. Awesome.
The deal with that is Ann bailed out at practically the last second, and Evan threw me under the bus.
Well, here's what I found out, though. Ann told Evan about it this weekend.
Oh, okay.
She told me this morning during the show.
I see how all this is playing out.
I think they had it planned.
They could have.
I think they just said, hey, let's wait and let's just... That way they have to do it.
Well, yeah, I guess it would be a have-to situation at that point.
I told Evan, I said, I'm taking Monday off before it's over with.
And next time this happens, Cody will be out here.
It will have to be Cody?
Oh, did you see that? Oh, did you see how fast he turned around?
It will have to be Cody because I won't be here. Mike won't be here.
Oh, man.
Might get Daniel back out here.
All right.
Well, we got some good folks coming on today. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're, no.
Yeah, seriously. Wow.
Well, one of them gives you shots.
Oh, yeah, that is kind of...
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
as
shots.
A person, she's all right, but, she's got needles.
Yeah. Well, I don't care for shots. I've had too many of those.
I've had my fair share.
Over time, indeed.
But her shots work. It's the fat shots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good kind of shot.
Exactly.
I suppose if you were going to get one, that's a good kind.
Well, the fat shots and the birth control shots are the best kind out there.
Well, I don't have to worry about that part. So
I don't either anymore, but
not that I know of anyway. That's a National Enquirer moment waiting to happen. But we'll see.
I saw something today that we didn't talk about on the radio, and I don't remember what it was.
Well, that's a shame that we missed that on the radio.
That's a surprise, right?
Oh yeah. Okay. Hey, by the way, if you're interested, you can catch us in the mornings from 9 to 10 on the radio and TV classifieds. That name escaped me just a few moments ago, and I'm not really sure why, because we named it that 25 years ago. So you'd
Our
think
hour
I'd
should
remember.
Be Crazy Horse, because you never know.
I like it.
Where?
Kind of like it.
We go from talking, about Charles Manson to...
It's all right. It's fun. We've learned some things.
We have. We
learned. Speaking of Charles Manson, we learned that Charles Manson had an album.
That he did cut an album and charted.
It did.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? He was trying to make money to pay for his defense.
And teamed up with one of the Beach Boys.
Yes.
Which backfired later.
It did indeed. What was that? They had recorded a song that he had either co-written or had a part in, and he wasn't real crazy about that.
He rewrote their song or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
it was pretty crazy.
But anyway, if you want to be a part of that, it's a little after 9 o'clock weekday mornings on this channel right here.
That's it. That's the one.
Very good.
This one right here.
All right. Of course, you've mentioned the ladies who are coming on here in just a couple of minutes.
Mm-hmm.
One of them used to be my next door neighbor.
Which
many years ago. In the seats over there, the one on the left. Yeah.
So Kyla.
Kyla was my next door neighbor many years ago, and we lived in the New England community, and they lived in a little house right in front of us.
Oh.
She and her daughters. And, good folks. We enjoyed that.
They're pretty good folks. I could think of. They'd be good neighbors to have.
Well, she's got a super place here in town that I've been here a while, and I think you're going to really enjoy learning more about the Diet Clinic, and more coming up here in just a
We're
little
going to
while.
touch on the Diet Clinic briefly, but next
What else
door
is
to them, the lady, she has a young lady that's working with her, is opening up a vinyl decal.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned
shop.
that on the show this morning.
So things that you need decals for and stuff that you need vinyl lettering, and it's going to be the place to go.
That'll be fun.
I know.
That'll be fun.
I know. It's good to have. Good to be able to go in and see what people have done rather than just say, "Well, I kind of need this," and not really sure what you're going to get.
I
when
got
it
no
gets
clue.
there.
But anyway, Daniel Case is here today. Of course, he is the owner and operator of Case Ace Hardware, 11665 South Main Street in Trenton. I only know that because I do his radio commercials and his print work in the newspaper in the Mountain Valley Independent. Just did one today, as a matter of fact. It's up in the paper right now. He'll be on. Daniel, you're running for school board, is that correct? 1 or 2? District 1. School Board District 1. So he'll be talking about that coming up here in just a little while.
I'll tell you, all that aside, Daniel, and I hope he ain't listening because I'm going to talk good about him. He's altogether, he is a really, he's a good guy. You can go down there, like I've had some stuff that I needed at home, and he's just like, just bring it here. We'll work on it.
Well, listen, there's no question that Case Hardware has the legacy in the county. There's no question about that between him and his dad and
they've kept the hometown
grandfather
feel
and
about
folks
it.
before that. Absolutely. They moved off the square here a few years back into the new store down on South Main Street. I don't think they lost a thing.
I think they've almost moved off the square. They might still have a little storage.
Just a little, he says.
Yeah, but it does. It still got the hometown feel. When you go in there, his people are glad to help. They're right there. You can't, So
yep, and
it's encouraging.
We'll learn a little bit more about that and what his intentions are for school board coming up here in just a little while. The election is May 22nd, by the way, and early voting starts at the end of this month.
Now, are we having a debate?
The debate is on for the 19th. That'll be 6:30 p.m. at the Dade County Public Library. I think I'm okay to tell that. But because I've told the candidates, so they've all been informed at this point.
And I kind of brought it up.
Yeah, well, that's all right. But that's coming up. That'll be recorded for TV. It'll be live on radio, and I believe we're going to be able to Facebook it live that night.
That's just become a thing, hasn't it?
Yep, I think we're going to be able to do that with some changes in the on-air technology that we've made in the last few days here on the TV station.
I have a friend getting married this weekend, and in the comments, it's actually right there. Y'all should go Facebook Live.
Isn't that crazy?
Why? So you don't have to get in your car and go?
Well, you can sit right there, and you don't have to look way down there to see it.
And you don't have to buy a gift.
Well, if you don't go, I don't guess you do.
Exactly.
Well, that's the pits.
You get all the benefits, and you don't get those ugly surprise pictures.
Isn't that part of the thing? Like when you get married, you're supposed to get stuff.
Yeah.
That's like when you graduate, you're supposed to get stuff.
You stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly. When
Not
you
somebody
have
sit at home and watch
a baby,
it on.
You're supposed to get stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you get a baby, but you're supposed to get stuff.
Well, you
got to
have stuff for the baby, so and for you. So.
There's just certain things that you're supposed to get stuff.
Absolutely. Okay. So.
First time you buy a home, supposed to get stuff.
That's right. What do they call that? Housewarming?
A housewarming, then a baby shower.
I remember housewarming.
Shower.
The housewarming when we moved into a big house that we had in 1980. I nearly cut my finger off because I was those little banners that they have on the big auction signs and things like that. I was trying to cut one off, and
my housewarming consisted of turning the heat on, and that was about. It was December 22nd.
Well, yeah, I think it would be.
Of 2010. We had a blizzard, little mini blizzard. It was like 2 feet of snow that year.
There you go.
Actually, Christmas Eve was the first night we spent there. So, yeah, it was snow. And so our housewarming
was truly a housewarming.
So there you go.
Later on in the show, a repeat of a segment from Boomer Life Radio from last week. That show is on at noon on Wednesdays here on the station and on the radio on the weekends. Mr. Woodfin, Dale Woodfin, I think is the gentleman's name. Is that right? Did I get that right? Yes, he'll be on.
About the National Cornbread Festival.
Oh, yes, the National Cornbread Festival.
They have
end of this
chocolate
month.
cornbread.
Yeah.
Evan's supposed to bring me some, but he always eats it before he gets here.
He swears by it every year. So.
Turbo's supposed to save me some.
Well.
Turbo's big on this.
Oh, yeah.
Cornbread Festival.
Well, that's huge. You're going to find out more about it coming up. That'll be in the last segment of the show today.
All right. I had to bribe Mike to be here, just so you know. He wasn't going to come out here, and I said, I got chocolate.
Yes.
So he got chocolate. And if it's
I
not
did.
chocolate, it's salted caramel donuts. If you ever need to bribe Mike,
No, I've had to lay off those.
salted caramel anything.
No, little chunk of chocolate does the job.
Salted caramel almonds,
Yeah.
and you will have him in your pocket.
Please don't bring them. That's okay. All right.
You know, he
I'm
didn't
trying
look. He
hard.
didn't look
Yeah.
too. This whole Oompa Loompa thing's killing me.
Yeah, I know it's crazy.
Is that really? Is that
I'm
what
not
they're
sure.
saying?
I don't know. We'll
Are we
work on that.
purple on your screen?
Okay, well we'll fix that. Okay, we'll fix that
Well,
between
that's
now and
awesome.
the next segment. All right.
Well, all right. We're getting ready to take a
like
break.
I said, the tech stuff. Some
We're
of it's
tweaking.
kind of new. Yeah. This
Well,
is
I'm-
Cody. This is the first live show, truly long live show with the new setup, right?
Oh,
okay.
what was her
yeah, we
name?
got to fix
Veruca?
that. Who? What?
Veruca, the one that turned purple.
Oh, I don't know.
She turned into a blueberry. I guess she was blue. Violet Beauregard.
All right. Little Barry girl.
Violet
See,
Beauregard.
Cody should be here, not me. So that's
Well, who was it that Cody knew who it was the other day on the screen? He said, "Why is there a picture of so and so?"
oh, Bob Ross. Yeah, because
Cody.
we had used Bob Ross in the morning show,
Yeah,
and Cody saw it on the screen in there and said, "Why is there a picture of Bob Ross here?" You wouldn't think
he would know who
Cody
Bob
would
Ross
know.
was. Do you know who Bob Ross is? Daniel
Well, don't
doesn't
give it
know.
away.
But I'm just saying. But I know. But see, the two ages, y'all. And see, even Daniel don't know. The guy with the white guy with the afro that does the happy little trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, and Cody's in the studio saying, "Well, how do you not know?"
Just a happy little
That's it.
tree.
That was it.
Yeah, he did.
Well, they're
You can't turn
they're
past
addictive.
them.
They're addictive.
You
That's all
cannot
they are.
turn. You know, used to when you had to turn the dial and you had to see what was on every station, you couldn't turn past that. It's like your dial just got stuck. That's where you were. Now you have the option of just seeing the name on a guide. You
That's
don't
it.
actually
Well,
have to.
Oh well.
so
All right. Well,
turn the dial. So.
ready to
All
take a
right.
break?
Let's take a break. I'm gonna shut that door. It's
I
good.
am because the restroom door is
I
open and
can't
it's
stand that,
bothering
y'all.
her,
I
so we're
will
going to have
not
to take care of that.
eat in my own house if the bathroom door's
Oh my
open.
goodness! All right, we'll take a quick break and come back with more on Around Town on KWN TV.
Rising Fawn Hardware is your place for all your gardening needs. Seeds, onion sets, cabbage, strawberry plants, and more. A complete line of home hardware items, too. Everything for the house, including plumbing, hardware, and metal roofs. Plus, Rising Fawn Hardware has everything you need for your livestock, including name brands like Nutria, Tucker, and Faithway. Always with a hometown atmosphere, it's Rising Fawn Hardware. 4300 Highway 11 South in Rising Fawn. Open 8 in the morning till 6 at night, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and 8 to noon on Wednesday. Even open on Saturday from 8 until 4. Rising Fawn Hardware.
Looking for a great way to change your look? You'll find the friendly professionals at A Classy Cut Salon ready to care for you. A Classy Cut Salon is in the Grove Shopping Center next to the Dollar General. We serve men and women of all ages at A Classy Cut Salon. Call 657-5607. That's 657-5607 for an appointment, or just walk right in for your next classy cut from A Classy Cut Salon in the Grove Shopping Center, Highway 11 North in Trenton.
When you or a loved one is facing a life-limiting illness, hospice care may be the answer. At Tapestry Hospice, the patient is the focus of our care. We are here to serve you and facilitate your wishes. Tapestry caregivers are concerned with managing your pain, keeping you in touch with your physician, and helping you make plans for the future. Hospice is life-affirming, and Tapestry Hospice can help you deal with all aspects of life, mind, body, and soul. Call Tapestry Hospice for more information. 706-383-8812. That's 706-383-8812. Tapestry Hospice. Redefining hope.
A small bank with big service. Citizens Bank and Trust, offering a wide range of services including online banking. Pay your bills, manage your account anytime, 24 hours a day. Your account balance is only a phone call away as well at 657-1234. Or visit our convenient locations. Lookout Mountain, Georgia, Higdon, Alabama, or our main branch on Highway 11 in Trenton. Citizens Bank and Trust, 657-5678. A community bank that believes in the community. Citizens Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, we are back. Oh, we are not purple. Look at that. You missed it. You could have been purple.
No, I saw you actually. I
Yeah, but
leaned
you
around
could have
and
been
looked.
purple.
Oompa Loompa.
I'm here with Daniel Case, and if you've heard of Case Ace Hardware, then you've heard most likely of Daniel. If you're from here and you don't know Daniel, in the short time that I've lived here, you were one of the first names I think I heard, for real, because everybody, when you move to a new town, you got to go to Ace Hardware for something.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We
So-
we have quite a few customers. You know, it's a small town. You get to know everyone.
You really
It's good.
do. You
Yeah.
do. And I actually featured y'all as Business of the Month, so I got to read a lot of background story
Yeah.
and It's been in the family
we've been
business.
around for a long time, since 1904.
Yeah.
My great-great-grandfather started it on the square.
Now, didn't it burn?
It did in, let's see.
The 20s or?
No. It was in the 50s. It was 57, 56, I think, is when it burnt.
Mm-hmm.
And Granddad rebuilt it. And, you know, it's been tough. It gets tired every once in a while, but, you know, we enjoy it. And I'm the 5th generation to have it, and there's not many businesses that go that far. So it's an honor to be able to run the business. And,
Are there other brothers and sisters?
There are. I have my oldest brother, Jamie, and then the middle brother, Jonathan. Jamie drives a truck. He owns a trucking company of his own. And then my brother, Jonathan, he's a pilot out of Chattanooga, manages a few private jets. And yeah, they both do real well.
You get to fly pretty cheap?
No. Sometimes I get to fly with him for free. We'll if he's got an empty plane, we'll go play golf somewhere, but it's not that often. You know?
Yeah.
But and then I'm the baby, and I went to I worked for AT&T for 11 years,
right,
as a lineman, and it was a good job. It was a real good job. I just hated to see Dad was he's ready to be done with the store. Mm-hmm. You know, it was right after the recession, and so we got to talking, and I decided to leave and come back and take it over, and it's been good for the past 5 or 6, I guess I've had it for about 6 years now.
Seems to be booming pretty good. I mean, every time you go by there,
Yeah, I pulled in a minute ago I had to go meet with a customer about an issue, and was pulling back in, man. The parking lot was full, and I smile every time I see it.
Yes. I drive by there every day on my way home.
Yeah.
And so you were raised in Dade County?
Yes, ma'am.
You went through the school system here?
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, it was. I thought it was a good education. You know, things have changed. Mm-hmm. Things have. Then there still weren't a lot of people going to college. I think there are more people that are going to college nowadays, and one reason for running, I want to make sure that our kids get a fair shake at getting there.
You know, well, Daniel's running for the school board, District 1, and I'm sure there's things that you'd like to see go back to the way they were, and things that you'd like to see updated. And you know, I'm surprised more kids don't take advantage of our lineman school here first to start with.
Well, that's phenomenal, isn't it? I tell you, the lineman college has been great for the community.
Well, I've been to 3 graduations, and 2 were my kids, and then a guy that we helped put through there, and then maybe 4 people are local.
Yeah, there's a lot more local that go through there now, I feel like. But yeah, one thing that I think sometimes gets lost are the trade skills. You know, welding, construction.
Not everybody's a pencil pusher
That's
or a mathematician.
Not everybody's going to go to college, you know. And reality is that they need to have some trade skills. And trade skills nowadays, I mean, there's welders making $85,000 a year, no problem.
My son both my sons actually just graduated there, and they just started 6 months ago with their jobs. They should break 100,000 this year.
Oh yeah.
At ages 20 and 24.
Oh, and that's without a lot of overtime. I mean,
that's just crazy.
It's excellent pay, and it's fun for these guys that. I mean, I consider myself a bit of a redneck sometimes, but you know, I like to be in the woods, like to work hard. Mm-hmm. You know, climbing telephone poles, climbing power poles.
Now, did you go through the school here, or did you do your training through AT&T? Okay.
Yeah, AT&T actually leased a pole yard down here when the school was just getting going. Randy Beckus, I think, was down there then, and you know, we learned to climb there, and then AT&T has other yards throughout the country that they would send us to. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing for the kids, yeah.
That is awesome. Yeah, I know my son had to take his gear to Miami because he was the only one on his lot that knew how to climb.
That's it.
So he had to take his gear and kind of reteach some old folks that, you know. So
I had a tree business before I got into before I went to AT&T, so climbing was kind of
second nature.
Yeah, and I've got it. And I still do trees now, and so it's I enjoy climbing.
Wow, you do a little bit of everything then.
Well, you know, we've got to pay the bills.
That's it. You know, and that's one thing I have noticed about a lot of the people here in Dade County. They're not just one thing. They
sure.
And they want to. They touch on a little bit thing, and they like to help people. Now, you're running for the school board. What are you wanting to see change? What's your goal? What's your reason for wanting to be on the school board?
I was reluctant to run this time. You know, we've got a great board now, really. The people that are on there, I think they've done a great job. I can't complain about any of them. Reality is, 4 years ago I wanted to run, and but I was in the middle of building a hardware store, so it just it would have been, I wouldn't have been able to give it my attention that I feel like it needs. Some people ask me lately, are you crazy for wanting to run? But reality is, you know, my wife's in the system. Both of my kids are in the system. My daughter will be a freshman next year, so that times perfectly with a 4-year
Right.
term. And my wife and I, we had attended a graduation down at Fort Payne. About, it was 4 or 5 years ago. A friend of ours graduated, and they handed out, nearly every kid that walked across the stage got a scholarship. I mean, it was, somebody was hustling down there for those kids.
Wow.
And I came back home, and I asked some folks around here, I won't get into names by any means, and they had given away, I don't know if it's 3.8 or 5.3 million in scholarships. Now, it wasn't the school, I know, but and I came back and I asked Kira, I said, well, how much did we give away? Well, the person I felt should know didn't know what we had. I thought, you know, you're the one working for these students. Somebody's got to work for them because they have no idea. And come to find out, it was much, much less than what they'd done down there, and I think our kids deserve the same. So that's probably the biggest thing that I mean, there's lots of reasons there's lots of good that you want to do. I was talking with one of the other candidates, and they asked, you know, why are you running? You know, what have we done wrong? You've not done anything wrong. I just want to see what I can do right, you know, what I can do good for our students and for our staff. I mean, my wife's a teacher, and which I think she's an excellent teacher. She earns her pay very well, but you know, you want to make sure that they're taken care of all the way through retirement as best as possible. Happy teachers make good teachers.
They do. They really do.
Need.
You know, and we had Mr. Farney, Jamie Farney, on here when he first got high school principal. And the one thing that I told him, I told him, I want one promise from you. This is it, one promise. And he said, he kind of looked at me, you know. And
that's scary.
when I took him to get his driver's license, he handed me a pencil and a piece of paper and said, write my name in cursive. They didn't teach him. The little 4 years that he was in school compared to my older son, they took it out of school. So there's a gap of kids that don't know how to write in cursive. You need to have a signature.
Handwriting is important. Mine isn't that great.
But you have a signature.
That's right.
And that, to me, that was, you know, I had to write his name in cursive on a piece of paper so he knew what it looked, you know. And I wanted to cry. I couldn't believe that was something that they took out of the schools. And then we have a work program where we have Georgia Northwestern sends kids to us to work, and you teach them. They didn't know how to fill out an envelope.
Right. So many of them don't know how to fill out applications. As an employer in the community, I run into that a lot.
Resumes. I've done so many resumes.
I don't get too many resumes, actually, but even just a simple application, there's so many fields left out. They're not sure what to put there, and that's simple stuff. I think it needs to be taught.
Well, and now, right hand with that, Daniel, is I think a parent should be sitting down with them at their first application.
I agree. With my wife being a teacher, you see firsthand how the parents tend to think that the teachers are raising them. I believe it's been said, as a matter of fact, they're yours from 8 to 3. And I'm like, no, that's not how this should go.
They're yours 24/7.
That's it. And the teachers are supposed to be able to teach them. They're not there to raise them. Plain and simple. It's tough, though, nowadays. It starts
in the home. If they don't have a good raising at home, it's harder on the teacher in the class.
I agree.
And it falls back on the teacher.
Right.
You know.
I got a call from a teacher a while back. I'm a fan of do what you need to do to them, and then it's going to be worse when they get home. But
I was paddled. I signed the paper to get my kids paddled.
I got my share. I think Bonnie Ford, I want to say she paddled me every day in first grade, but that was before they understood ADD. But she used to apologize to me. I said, Bonnie, I needed every one of them, I promise. You know. But it was it was different then. But I've got my share of paddlings, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Taught me a lot, you know.
It taught me to stay away from that teacher. It was the softball coach, the one that got me paddles, so she could swing anyway, you know. But that's my biggest concern, you know, really, is that not having a signature. I think the kids
stick to the fundamentals. I think there are a few things that you know, I make the joke all the time that the big business to be in will be replaceable thumbs. You know, artificial thumbs, that's the next big business, because all the kids on their phone, man,
they're wearing them out.
Sometimes I get on to my kids and say, how can you do anything with that phone in your hand? I have to say, set the phone down, now pick up the rake, you know.
I think manners have taken a lot of the respect from kids. You know,
that's correct.
kids don't respect the teachers because they're not taught respect at home.
Yeah.
Opening a door for people, or
yes sir, yes ma'am.
Yes sir,
stuff.
yes ma'am. And I think that's taking it just sounds respectful.
That's right.
And I think that's something that needs to be brought back in the schools.
We had a meeting at the store the other day. I was discussing that with my employees, and they're adults.
I've walked to your store, and you come out and open the door to let me in. I mean, I've had several of your employees open the door, and that's the way it should be.
It should be. That's right. I had it was a teacher friend of ours was at the house the other night, and she said, "What do you consider a punk?" Because some kids, I say, "Oh, that one's a punk. You don't need to be hanging out with them." So I told her, I said, "Well, it's the kids that whenever you say, you shouldn't be talking like that, or quit cussing like that, or whatever it is, they look at you and, what are you going to do, old man?" And it just, I think, man, somebody needs to teach this kid some manners.
Yeah.
Because reality is I can't do anything.
Yeah, did you learn that at home? Yeah.
Right.
Not yes, ma'am.
Reality is you can't do anything. They're not your kids. But, just a little respect. Honestly, I don't look at myself as an old person by any means, so I like that. But, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. My kids, I really feel like if somebody were to tell them to stop something, to quit something, they're going to. Mm-hmm. And, boy, if they don't.
My boys, even as kids, would trip all over themselves to go open a door. Like, we've been sitting at the Waffle House. I remember Wesley was probably 6 years old, and this old man got up to leave, and Wesley jumped up in front of him, 6 years old, and went and held the door for him.
That's great. That makes you proud then.
And
That's
it does. Sure. And I think bringing respect back with the kids, it needs to be taught. It does, because the parents, in reality, back when we were being, I'm a little older than you, but back when we were being raised, Mom could afford to stay home a little bit more.
Right.
I think respect was taught. Now
right.
it is a two-income household. Mm-hmm. Both parents aren't.
It's expensive to live nowadays.
It is.
It takes a lot. Yeah.
So, what do you think? What's your ultimate goal? I mean, I know you're doing this, just with your daughter starting out as a freshman year. If it wasn't, would you still be?
I don't know. I have been a fan of, and I'm not talking bad about anybody that's on the board now, but I do like to see people on there that have an interest in the school, that their kids are there, and some of them are grandkids. That's fine, but that have
a vested interest.
Younger folks can't hurt anything, because we're the next generation. So to have, I think that's necessary, and I don't know. Reality is, if this term works out fine, and I don't know that I would run for a second one, simply because we've got college to deal with, and I want to be an active part of that. My wife and I were on the
now
school
your
council.
Other child is older or younger than your daughter?
My son, he's got 2 years of high school left after this, and then my daughter will have 4. He's a sophomore this year, and but we've been on the middle school council, and this year I'm on the high school council. And of course, if I get elected, I can't do that anymore. But I want to be a part of their education, and to be on the board and be able to really be an active part. That only makes sense to me.
Do we have an ROTC in Dade County High School? See, I think that was such a good class as far as discipline for kids.
Yes.
I would love to see an ROTC class.
Not a bad idea.
Or some, because it does instill respect.
Right. I will say that Dade County has done I would say the school board and Dr. Harris have done an excellent job of adding some more of the vocational stuff, and some of the trade
GED
skills
classes.
That's right.
Or the adult classes even at night.
Yep. And they're teaching the kids the trade skills that we were just talking about a little bit ago. So I don't have a lot to say negative really about the school. I think our scores are up higher than they've been in years. I just want to see what I can do to help to take it to the next level. I am a fan of, when I see another school having something good, I want to know why we don't have it.
That's why I think about the ROTC programs, because they have so many. There's competitions built within them.
Right.
We have General Bob Woods right here in Dade County. We should take advantage of that.
That's exactly. I hadn't thought of that, but you're exactly right.
We have some pretty highly decorated.
He's a very he commands respect, that man does.
He does.
Which I've always he likes to kid with me when he comes in the store. I say, "Hey, General Woods," and a lot of people just still call him Bob, I guess, but
he can't sneak up on you, though. He can't sneak up on you. You can hear him when he comes in.
He and Nadine, they've been around for a long time.
Right.
That's right. I like that guy.
And I've said it again. I'll say it again. It's probably the 500th time I've said it, that the world would be better with more Bobs.
Sure.
I mean, they really would. And I think that would be a good program. I don't know what the cost is to get.
I don't know
like
how you go about doing that. There are a lot of things, and unfortunately, the debate, it makes me a little nervous simply because there's so much I don't know about the system and how things work. You in a small town, you hear a lot, and you feel like you know exactly how things should go and how to fix them. Reality is, it may not be that simple.
But you've been through it from kindergarten to.
Yes, ma'am.
So.
Yeah. Yes.
You've got the inside look.
Yes, and I went to college around here locally, so unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess you'd say, I didn't move off to college. My daughter wants to. She wants to go to Alabama. So.
Roll Tide.
Yes, Roll Tide.
I will back her up 100%.
So we'll see how that goes.
Now, your son, what is he wanting to?
We've told them they have to go to college. Where he goes, I'm not real certain about. He's wanting to be a pilot like my brother, and I started flying in '99. My wife bought me my first flight lessons, and since then, as a hobby, it's too expensive to do, but as a career, it's an excellent career. And so, and my son has an advantage with my brother being an instructor and being able to put him in, and he can log time. I still log time when I go with him, so it's
he could probably do the inspections and.
Oh yeah, he does all of it, and so if that's what Ethan wants to do, I'm going to support him 100%. We have a family business, but I don't push that on either one of them if they don't want it.
The lineman school has a 6-week backup plan. The communications is a 6-week class, so that would be a good backup.
Yes. I'm glad to see they put communications in down there.
Me too.
It's been a good deal. Yeah.
I actually have a friend, he's paralyzed from the waist down, and he's still a pilot. He still flies planes, yeah.
Nice.
He can do up to, I think, 16 people is as much as the insurance will cover him to fly, but it's a great thing.
That's the thing about flying. It's not a who you know. It doesn't matter who you know. It matters how many hours you have and if you're insurable.
It's all about experience.
Yes, it is a cutthroat business.
We're fixing to go to break. Daniel, again, tell everybody who you are, how they can get in touch with you if they want to speak to you, just sell yourself.
Daniel Case. I'm running for District 1 School Board, and you can find me at Case Hardware. Phone number is 657-CASE. But I'll be glad to answer any questions. I hope to have maybe an event down there here shortly to kind of introduce myself to some folks.
Well, let the chamber know, and we'll see what we can do because I support Case Hardware at 100%.
Thank you very much.
All right, we're going to take a break and come back with some vinyl lettering and decals.
At Gross Furniture in Trenton, Georgia, you get the savings, the selection, and the satisfaction of getting the furniture you deserve at the prices you want. Come in, relax, and take your time. Our staff can assist you with the entire process, from expert advice to professional delivery. That's because Gross Furniture is local and treats you with honesty. Just north of the Courthouse Square on Highway 11 in Trenton. Gross Furniture, the home furnishing store that offers you more.
Have lunch or dinner at Guthrie's, home of the original golden fried chicken finger and the best chicken finger sauce in the world. Guthrie's can help you plan your family's meals or get-togethers with bucket specials every Tuesday, those delicious wings on Wednesday, and platters every day of the week. Plus, get sweet tea by the gallon. Remember, Guthrie's has a party room for small gatherings, too. Guthrie's, Highway 136 West in Trenton, home of those golden fried chicken fingers and the best chicken finger sauce in the world.
Guthrie's, no fast food, good food fast.
Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank Marion Countyans will ever need. At 402 North Cedar Avenue in South Pittsburgh, 4765 Main Street in Jasper, and at 14087 Highway 28 in Whitwell. Providing the highest standard of customer services with a personal touch. Our associates can help you with personal loans, personal lines of credit, a variety of mortgage loans, and more. And we offer real-time internet banking too. See us in South Pittsburgh, Jasper, and Whitwell today. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank Marion Countyans will ever need. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. The Moore family name has built a legacy of trust, compassion, and peace of mind by standing with families during time of loss. Now in our 70th year, the Moore family commitment grows even stronger, from affordable, traditional services to cremation. Our experienced staff stands ready to follow through on you and your family's wishes. Since 1945, the Moore family of funeral homes, North Sand Mountain and Trenton, always dedicated to those we serve.
All right, we are back again. Now, you may recognize Miss Kyla down on the end because she's been here with me a couple of times. She is the owner of Kay's Diet Clinic. And
practice.
Obviously, I haven't been in a while, but I've had some stuff going on. Me and her have stayed in touch, so I've had some stuff going on. But yes, they do have the new family practice. We had the doctor come in here, and we spoke to her on that stuff, and business just seems to keep growing just a little bit at a time. And I know she recently employed the little girl here to my right, little girl because she's younger than me, and she's little. She's a tiny girl. And she has opened a new business next door, just right around the corner from Kay's Diet Clinic. And I'm going to let Miss Kyla introduce her and kind of let her know what's going on.
Okay, this is Jerica Ortega. She also works with us at the clinic. But as Cheryl said, we're growing, so we have ventured out, or actually I say we, she's ventured out, and my daughter Kayla. They're going to be doing a vinyl shop. We have tanning beds there, also just a couple. We're trying to make it where you come to that corner behind Huddle House, we'll have one-stop shop for everything. Get skinny, take care of your health, tan, buy you some new items to look good in. But anyway, this is Jerica Ortega, and she can tell you a little bit about the products as well.
That's awesome. All right, well, first I want to talk about the coffee cup. Love the coffee cup. Everybody, if you're a coffee drinker, you know you've got to have that cup that says what you want it to say. And this is like the truth. It says, but coffee first. Everybody needs their coffee. Yeah. So, do you have cups? Do I need to bring my own cups?
I've got cups.
But I can bring
If you
mine.
have your favorite cup, bring it to me, and we'll put whatever you want on there.
All right. Can I put this back in the dishwasher? Do I have to wash it by hand? How does that work? Because I really, honestly, I don't know.
They are dishwasher safe. However, it will last longer if you wash by hand. Just kind of takes care of it a little easier.
Right. That is pretty cool. Love that. And then they do have, like she was talking about earlier, we talked about it on break, they're going to be repurposing stuff. That is my phone. I'm so sorry. Let me silent that because, you know, that's how my life works right now. Repurposing stuff. So they have taken, like, this piece of wood. Love it. Keys I haven't lost yet. I don't think I would have anything to hang on there right now.
Yeah, I think they made that for me. They daily have to shut the shop down trying to help me find my keys.
I need one of those little whistler thingies or
clappers. Something.
I'm the world's worst, and I need one connected to my driver's license because I have to get those printed like twice a year. But this is pretty cool. That was a good idea. Good idea. So, what's your favorite thing to do? There's got to be something that's your favorite.
I love doing the wooden windows. I made one this past week. It says, in the morning when I wake, give me Jesus, and then it says, and coffee at the end, and has a little coffee cup, you know, a little Bible on there.
That's cute.
My biggest thing, I like doing the car decals just because everybody wants to support their kid, their team, you know, their sport. So we do have some.
So we have the Wolverines. Yeah. Of course, you know, that's Dade County. You've got your Wolverines.
And she'll have these actually made up for school teams, but then if, you know, you come in, you got your first saying or something that you want, she does as well.
Awesome, I think what's pretty awesome is we can say your child writes you a letter, we can trace that and print that off.
In their handwriting.
In their handwriting, and put it on a cup, on a picture frame, whatever you want.
Now, was I mistaken, or because, you know, I came in there, I've been over there a couple of times when you were there, and you're bilingual.
I am. Yes.
So, see, there's even a extra little plus. You can get different language. You can get, I mean, you can write.
Bigger business,
Possibilities are unlimited.
Right. So, all this stuff, like, that's so cute. Too hot to handle. All this can be washed and...
Yes.
So we try to use the...
Yeah, this is a different vinyl. Now, on cloth and shirts, we use HTV, hot heat transfer vinyl. So you can feel that's a little different than what would be on that wood. This is more outdoors, so it's going to last. It's permanent. This is permanent on fabric.
Okay.
So these are washable.
My face is in this bag. That's really cute.
Yeah.
All my stuff's tattooed on, but...
Yeah.
That is really cute. Yeah. And then shirts?
Yeah, just shirts. I did a little Southern charm just to represent a little bit.
Now, if somebody, like I have people all the time calling wanting shirts made.
I'm your gal.
So that's something that we can refer and...
And again, I can put a picture of your logo in the computer and trace it, and it'll be your,
So your actual logo, and then you can. All right. So let's say I need 50 shirts. How long is it going to take me to get 50 shirts? All my stuff's usually just front.
Well, I'll say if we have to special order a certain shirt, and it's not something she has there in the store, might take a week to get that.
That's what I'm shooting for.
So pretty good. I mean,
but
pretty good turnover rate.
Depends, we've got a lot of shirts in stock, but if it's something certain sizes and colors, you'd have to have the 2 or 3 days to get the shirts in, and then.
And then some items, because I will be spending a lot of time in the store. You come in and say, "Hey, I want this on this cup." If I have time, I'll do it right there. We're on the way to a birthday party. I need a gift. Stop in. I'll fix you up.
Oh, that is pretty awesome.
So,
yeah, and
just on the bigger orders, give me a week to.
And she's going to try to, or I say they. Poor Kayla had to stay behind and work today. It'll be Jerica and Kayla. But
now, will they still be at the clinic?
Yes.
Okay.
Trying to do both. We're close on, and Benita, of course, always works with us too.
God
so
love
the days that she's there, one of them will go over, we'll make it work. We're just all connected, just a...
Right, it's a family thing.
Yes. But she'll be able to do the large order as well, or like if they come in the store, we have products there, say a key pop, like if they want their initials on it, right then they can purchase, those items that we have, and then she can put the vinyl on it right there as well.
Right. Okay.
They're waiting.
Well, that's just pretty neat. That is just... Now, do you have certain hours you're going to be open, or...?
Yes, Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And if it gets to where, like, I know a lot of people, even tanning-wise, they like to go later, so if they need, the demand gets
do
higher,
what you have
6
to do.
and 7, we'll be glad to stay then. But that's just the set hours.
And we
for
also
now.
take orders through Facebook. Go like us on Facebook.
Okay.
We're taking orders on there. So
and it's Southern Charm.
Southern Charm.
Okay, and now will you be doing like membership rates for tanning? Is that? Are you doing by the visit right now? Or?
Well, right now, when we start, anyone that is a weight loss or family practice patient, we're going to have special rates for them and monthly unlimited packages. But we will have singles and monthly visits
or
packages
awesome.
For the general public too, though.
Right, because I'm a firm believer, 100%, tan fat looks better than white fat.
I agree.
If somebody says they want to wear something slimming, they don't put bright white, they put black. They put dark colors on.
Yes.
So
just wear black and put a hot color on with it.
That's it. So that's definitely my rule of thumb. So well, this is great.
You know how right now everyone likes the farmhouse, everybody's going to the old wooden farmhouse. That's really what she really likes to do and good. I mean, anything that's wood or old, she
so like the old pallet furniture and
yes.
I think the pallet thing's a neat thing.
A lot of great ideas for that, or if they have their own idea and just want it custom, and she can do that as well.
Okay, that's great. So Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5. How can they get a hold of you?
Well, we're working on the phone.
I mean, they can call the...
Yes, we have the number. Just working on memorizing it. 706-480-4100.
Yes. So 480-4100. If there's anything that you would like to have personalized, which is really super cool. I'm just sitting here going, oh my gosh, what could I get?
Yeah.
So if I came in, I want a coffee cup, and I want to put my own 3 words on it, or to say, what's our pricing?
I think we have them at $5.
Like
$5.
It would depend on if you wanted the Yeti or just the coffee
we have
cup.
A variety of
Again,
cups.
we have things to redo, but if they said, well, I want that sand, but I want a Yeti, we can order that as well. But we have pretty good to choose from in the store, but if there's just absolutely, I want a blue one of these and I want it to say that, we'll get it for you.
Okay. That's pretty cool. All right, so we've got 2 more minutes here. I do want to, what got you started doing this? I mean, what was...
Well,
there has to be a backstory.
Everything in my house has got vinyl on it, and I have spent so much money just ordering from everyone else and ordering, and I have all the ideas, and I just couldn't do it myself. So we were like, let's get a couple machines and let's get this running.
That's
me and her
awesome.
daughter, I mean, we set and order from other people all the time, and
every time they see something on Pinterest, they're, oh, I need that. So then they're placing orders, and we're like, you know, that's great.
It is.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
You know, nothing better than do something that you love to do and good at it and get paid for it.
I ordered a big vinyl thing for my hallway. It was a big tree, and it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to turn out, so I just painted it on. So now I've painted a big tree on my hallway, so, you know, I'm just one of the stubborn people. So that's pretty awesome. So you do personalized gifts, you can do custom orders. If you need t-shirts ordered, bring your ideas, and they can submit you the idea online.
yes.
And
us
the
on
Facebook page?
at Southern Charm Express Vinyl.
Southern Charm Express Vinyl, and she will get you hooked up with something that's yours. And that's the good part about it. Anything, you know. So I appreciate y'all coming out here.
Well,
I do
thank
want to
you
let
once
everybody know that when we come back, I will not be here. It will be Dale Woodfin. This is a replay of an interview they did on Boomer Life Radio last week with Rebecca Maples, and they're going to be talking about the National Cornbread Festival. Y'all need to try it. They've got chocolate cornbread.
We actually will be taking stuff like that to shows and
Well, we have the 1945 Dade County Fair, so you need to be getting you a booth. So, all right. We'll see y'all next week.
Thanks.
Tennessee Valley Net, your local provider of fiber optic high-speed internet, TV with over 200 digital channels available, and phone service with lots of extras. Fiber optics from TVN is expanding to many areas. Call and see if TVN is available in your area. 706-657-4367 or log on at tvn.net today. Bundle and save on fiber optic high-speed internet, digital TV, and phone service, all from Tennessee Valley Net. 706-657-4367. Online at tvn.net.
Methamphetamine affects everyone, your neighbors, your friends, and even your family.
Know the signs.
Physical symptoms include you may have extreme difficulty sleeping and even insomnia, and you may lose your appetite.
Know the signs. Please know the signs.
You can seem nervous and anxious and even have paranoia.
Know the signs.
Overheat easily and sweat without even being hot.
Know the signs.
Dilated pupils and even hair loss.
Know the signs.
Hallucinations and delusions. And you can also have tachycardia, which is a rapid heart rate.
Know the signs.
You may have liver damage and loss of skin elasticity.
Know the signs.
You may notice unexplained financial instability and social isolation.
Know the signs.
You may have a false sense of euphoria, coupled with strong depression and even risky behavior, legal trouble, memory loss, and repeated incarceration.
Please know the signs. Unfortunately, we do.
A time-tested financial institution equipped with the latest banking technology, the Bank of Dade, with mobile banking to fit your on-the-go lifestyle. Download our latest app today for your iPhone, Android, or tablet to bank on the go. Check your balance, pay bills, make deposits, and keep track of your account anytime and anywhere with the Bank of Dade's smartphone app. Make life easier by using today's most advanced banking technology to your advantage. Call us at 657-6842 or visit on the web at bankofdade.com. Your hometown bank since 1956, the Bank of Dade. Main office is on Highway 11 North in Trenton, and drive-thrus on Highway 11 North and Highway 136 West. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Boomer Life Radio. I'm Rebecca Maples. Thank you if you are watching us via Facebook. I appreciate it. Or K1 TV, hello to you. And you may be listening by any 4 of our radio stations, so I want to thank you for tuning in as well. My second guest today is Dale Woodfin with the Cornbread Festival. And, you know, I didn't even know until I asked you before we came back on, it's the 22nd year?
22nd year, yes.
Yeah, so you started before I was even born, I told you.
Right, yeah. So I've been working with him for about 4 years now, and it's just amazing. Ricky Skaggs, we had our largest turnout. It was 35,000 people a couple of years ago for our 20th anniversary. Wow. So we're excited. We expect a big crowd again this year.
So what's on What's on the agenda for this year?
So our headliner on Saturday night is Exile, and everybody will remember them.
I had their cassette tape in my car.
You do,
Thank you
right?
very much.
Yeah.
I sure did.
I Want to Kiss You All Over was a huge hit. Yeah,
Yep.
Kind of a one-hit wonder on the pop side, and then they actually wrote a Huey Lewis tune as well, which I didn't know until we booked them, and I can't. Heart and Soul.
Oh wow!
So they'll probably
I was not
play
aware of
that. Yeah. And so they'll play, and then they had country hits as well. And I'm not a huge country music fan, so I don't know those hits. But I think they had more hits.
They did.
Yeah,
they did. There were a couple of other hits on that Exile record with "Kiss Me All Over."
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, yep. And then on Sunday we have Doyle Lawson, who is a huge Dove Award winner, Grammy Award winning bluegrass artist. So he'll be playing on Sunday. So we've got two really good headliners this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we've got the usual 70 arts and crafts vendors, some of the best festival food, and of course Cornbread Alley, which is the admission is only $7 for the whole festival, and then Cornbread Alley is an additional $5.
And people can buy at the.
It's freshly cooked right there on the stove, and you file through, and they have wonderful recipes, everything from jalapeno cornbread to chocolate cornbread to New Year's Eve cornbread.
Right.
And, so for an additional $5, you get a huge plate sampling of cornbread.
And for those of us who have a gluten allergy, who can't eat cornbread anymore, still go. I mean,
my goodness,
there'll be other things.
We have over 50 musical acts. That in 5 stages.
Okay.
Yeah,
so it's grown over the years. It's been a few years since I've gone, but it's let's tell everybody where it is. And
sure, it's in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee. So if you're coming from this area, North Georgia area, you just go towards Nashville, and before you get to Monteagle Mountain, South Pittsburgh is right there on the exit. We call it the Little Las Vegas with all the fireworks stands, and then South Pittsburgh is just south on 72 from there.
Or if you are in the Chattanooga area, or even up into Cleveland, wherever you're viewing or listening from.
Right. Same thing. You just head down 24 towards Nashville,
and it's always the last weekend.
Last full weekend in April, and this year it's on the 28th and 29th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rain or shine.
Rain or shine, absolutely. And we've been very fortunate. We've had plenty of sunshine. I think we had a little bit of rain the last hour last year, but we had over 20,000 people last year too. So,
but it's you know how it is around here. If it's not the kind of weather you like, hold on, it'll change in an hour or two. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
And then one of the big features also is the history of the festival. When we step back a little bit, was that we had a bypass. And all the big box stores came in, and so South Pittsburgh was left out. So we didn't have the traffic. Downtown was kind of drying up a little bit. So the community leaders got together and decided a Cornbread Festival would be great, and that it married up well with Lodge Cast Iron. So you can do Lodge Cast Iron tours, and one of the features of the Cornbread Festival is the Cornbread Cook-Off. And the winner, I can't remember everything they get, but they get a huge range. I think $5,000. It's just huge. So we get national entries. We vet those recipes, and that process has already been taking place. And then they'll have a cook-off, and the judges will decide who the winner is. So that's a huge event. And Martha White is a huge sponsor. Also Dollywood this year in 5-star ranges. Yeah.
Is it too late to enter?
It is. Normally we do call outs in December for that. And so if you're interested in that sort of thing, just join us on our Facebook page and Twitter, and you can get there through the website, which is nationalcornbread.com.
Yes, and it's a great website, very resourceful for anything, any question you might have. It's a great family event, though.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's good for all ages. We have a kids' corner with huge inflatables and water walking, and I think they're doing bungee cords this year and that sort of thing. So it's a lot of fun.
A little something for everybody. What you mentioned foods. What kind of vendors do you have showing up this year? Every food imaginable?
Every food imaginable, yeah. So if you can just, I don't know any of them right off the bat, but there's barbecue, there's chicken, there's just a ton.
All the faves,
all the faves will be there.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Arts and crafts.
Right.
Is it, if you have not signed up, when does a person need to sign up to be a vendor? I'm assuming that.
Sure, that's another call out. So if you're interested in performing at the Cornbread Festival or being a vendor for the Cornbread Festival, you'll want to go to our website in the fall.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we vet all those, and it's a process listed on our site. Just go to the bottom, and it says vendors, and you can click on that. Yeah.
Okay. What time does it start both days?
So it starts at 8 o'clock each day, Central Time. And then I think we're over at 6 on Saturday and 5 on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken.
Tell everybody where exactly in South Pittsburgh.
Yeah, you won't miss it. There'll be 20,000 cars.
If you've ever been to South Pittsburgh, just take the exit.
That's
right?
exactly. Take the exit, and we'll direct traffic in. As a matter of fact, we have TDOT comes out to help us with traffic and everything. So, but I would allow a little extra time. We've worked on the traffic over the years, and it
is what it is.
It is what it is. It's a huge festival. Yeah.
Just expect that a lot of people are going to be there. Yeah. So pack your patience with your with everything else.
Absolutely.
Because it is what it is.
If you think about Bonnaroo, it's in the same area. It's a 4-day event.
It's a lot of people coming to one location. It's
60,000 people. We're half that in 2 days. So
right. So that's how many you'll see in 2 days, you think?
Yeah, we usually do somewhere between 20 and 30,000 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Parking is. Is it?
We have buses that shuttle. So if you're early, and I would suggest coming early. I would also suggest coming on Sunday, unless you just want to see a particular group on Saturday. I would come on Sunday because crowds are just a little bit lighter on Sunday.
Okay.
So it's a great way to enjoy the festival with a little smaller crowd. Saturday is a huge day, of course. But parking, we start parking in town first, which is great. Just have a couple of blocks to walk. As the day goes on, we park from 12th Street in huge lots and have buses that shuttle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. And late April is you can get some great weather.
It's usually very warm and pleasant,
but not July warm.
Not July warm.
Where you don't want to get out
of
the house. It's so hot.
Exactly right.
It's the perfect warm here in good old Tennessee.
Good old Tennessee, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate your coming on the show and working with such a great festival. I'm sure that you said you've been doing it for 4 years now.
4 years now, and one thing I wanted to mention that we have, it's all volunteer. So everything everything goes right back into the community. So I'm a volunteer. I start around January with marketing, and it consumes most of my day every day until the festival, and then I work the festival as well. We have about 13 committees with anywhere from 2 to 10 people on each committee, and then about 2,000 volunteers. So
I did not. I didn't realize.
It takes
that's a lot of folks.
Yeah. So
and you probably could use more. So.
Absolutely. So we have in our area, we use like church groups. We have one small church there that their total budget for the year outside of offering is the Cornbread Festival. So so every dollar goes right back into the community. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, and thank you to all your volunteers. Dale Woodfin here with the Cornbread Festival. If you're looking for something to do and you are packing your calendar for the month of April, be sure and make plans to attend.
Come join us. We look forward to it.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm Rebecca Maples. This is Boomer Life Radio, and we will be back right after this.
And even if time ain't really on my side, it's one of those days for taking a walk outside.